Guys, it's almost 2 in the morning, and last night I made a video of my painting progress, and I thought might as well go 2 for 2. So I'm a little tired, but I just have a lot of thoughts on my mind right now, and I can't help but get them off my chest with oil painting. Okay, let me just pause for a second. This is really random, but I'm I feel like painting has turned into some sort of ritual for me. And I don't know why I'm recording myself. I think it's just because I want, not even because I don't want to be alone, it's just I want there to be some evidence that I existed, you know? And I also have just a big passion for art. And I don't know who's gonna see this, if anyone's ever gonna see this, but it's kind of an interesting idea just to have my thoughts out in the digital void. That being said, tonight I am obsessed with Van Gogh, and I like to talk about Van Gogh paintings, masterpieces by Belinda Thompson, which is a book I go back to all the time. I did delete my last video because I got embarrassed and I didn't want to have it just floating around. I promise I'll try not to delete this one. It's just gonna have to be up there. I'm painting Athena right now, and right now, let me introduce the painting. It's about halfway done, and she's looking, she's looking okay. She has a lot of work to, especially the face. Don't judge the face right now. A lot of things need to be resolved in the face area. What things? Well, the quality of shadow and the line work, and just how cartoonish some of these elements look. I'm not going for hyperrealism, but I still want it to look believable, you know? What I'm focused on though is the dappled play of line work on the facade of the canvas, right? The way I'm applying the pigment. And a big inspiration, oddly enough, even though I'm primarily a portrait painter, are Van Gogh's landscapes. And even on the inside leaflet, it's a gorgeous book. You can see just how I won't say aggressively he uses the pigment. I don't think he was an aggressive man. You know, I've read a lot about him. I'm not an expert on Van Gogh, but I know his struggles in Arles and his life in and out of Paris, and his letters, and all that to be said. I think when people say he had kind of an aggressive tendency of applying paint, I don't agree with them. There's some literature surrounding the way he applied pigment might have something to do with the way he literally saw the world scientifically. Of some of these wind patterns, I'm gonna have to double check the sources, but I was reading an article, some of these wind, these sky motifs where they swirl, actually have some scientific data behind them, which is really interesting. And I'm not doing that for a portrait, but I am really interested in his application of pigment and the way he can find such to define such an interesting atmosphere. I'm at a loss for words because it's 2 a.m. and tomorrow I have to wake up for my 9 a.m. Yeah, it is 2 a.m. Yeah, not p.m. 2 a.m. Tomorrow I have to wake up for my 9 a.m. Architecture of Cities class. I don't know why I'm doing this right now. Anyway, Gustav Klimt. I think I'm gonna throw Gustav Klimt in here. This is really, what this is a prologue, right? I think that's another reason why I want to start filming, to be honest, is first of all, I'd like to build up my skills with the camera and getting more comfortable with filming myself and filming my process. Another reason though is I just have too much artwork to like not show off. And I tried TikTok, but TikTok is like, you just have to go so quick with it, right? Not really my cup of tea. I feel like TikTok is, it's good, but then you get like boxed into a corner with the media you make maybe, and it all has to be like really like fast paced and stuff. I have my Klimt book. This is something I got from St. Louis from a thrift store there. What is the title of this? It just says Gilles Neres Klimt. It was by Thunder Bay Press. I mean, it's just kind of your run-of-the-mill Klimt book. It goes through some of his early work. There's one painting I hope I can find. It's his Romeo and Juliet painting. And his application of pigment is similar to Van Gogh's. They were not contemporaries. Well, wait a minute. Well, they were in different parts of the world, right? He's in Vienna. Van Gogh is in Paris and Arles. No? Yeah, they were. They were contemporaries. Okay, I never knew that. So, yeah, some of these sunflower paintings, mid-1880s, 1890s, and if we take Tragedy, this was done in 1897. So they were contemporaries. They might have, like, heard of each other. I doubt it, because Van Gogh, you know, didn't get, like, really... Well, he got a little bit of publicity, but not much, before he died. And so maybe... If I'm not mistaken, was it Cézanne who was friends with Van Gogh? I love painting, but I need to get my facts straight before I go online talking about stuff. I don't want to misinform anyone. This could be all totally not true. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna wrap up soon. I'm just putting some ideas out. Let me show you Athena by Klimt, because this is a big inspiration before I end this video. Again, this is not a polished YouTube video. I'm dipping my toes in the medium. Sorry about that. If you want to stick around for the journey though, subscribe. I can't believe I said that. Okay, this is Athena by Klimt, and I think it's Pala Athene. This is Klimt's first use of gold. The voluptuous ornamentation underlines the essential erotic ingredient in his view of the world, and this was done in 1898. So I don't want to directly mimic Klimt's work, right? But I kind of want to make a composite between Klimt's and Rembrandt's use of gold for the helmet. This needs some work because you can see where's my pointer? There it is. You can see where like it's fine, but much like the face, it's cartoonish. It just needs to be refined. It needs time, you know, it just needs a little more time. I'll get there eventually. And you can see the start of some feathers being added. But the background, I do want to start adding in this kind of ghoulish ghost green. I don't know, I think it would complement like the red of the feathers a little. I'm really tired. I need to go to bed. But I can't wait to show you some other paintings. I have one that I'm working on called David. I have another one that's the personification of January. I have another one that is the Oracle of Delphi. I have another one that's a profile of a young man. That's really not finished. I have another one that's kind of a landscape. And those are just the oil paintings I'm working on currently. There are so many sketchbooks that I'd love to flip through. So many other different medias. I'm actually an architect. I'm learning architecture in the academy right now. So a lot of hand-painted watercolors I'd love to show you guys of architecture and kind of the thought process behind design. But I think for the most part, I have a big art book. Art books. I have a lot of art books that would also be really fun to flip through with you guys. And I say you guys, like there are more than maybe like 1 or 2 people seeing this. I don't know. I'm committed now. This winter, I kind of feel like I just want to film the process. Especially as I become more and more like vampirical. I keep staying up really late. And what else to do but paint and film YouTube videos, you know? It's like, it's kind of perfect for like an introverted artist. Like that's kind of what we do, don't we? Anyway, probably see you guys for the next one. Bye for now. I don't know how to end this.